Let's talk about the last week of escrow. The last week of escrow is getting those final conditions in from your side and all parties. We're getting what's called clear to close. That means everything's been signed off. At that point, the lender issues what's called a closing disclosure, and that's going to be the final breakdown of your loan. In the beginning, you get a loan estimate in the first couple days with the initial loan disclosures. At the end, we give you what's called a closing disclosure. All the numbers have been tightened down, everything's been negotiated, and we'll walk through that line item by line item, and we can compare it to the initial loan estimate. But the numbers do move a little bit throughout the process, and if you negotiate any concessions from the sellers, maybe they give you a couple grand, that's going to get added on at the closing disclosure. So once a closing disclosure is signed, you got to sign that bad boy same day. And the reason being is because the lending laws state that you have to wait 3 days after you sign the closing disclosure before you can technically sign loan docs. So if you wait a couple days, then the 3-day clock doesn't start until you sign it and get it back to us, the lender. So once that's signed, we get docs out to escrow. We're going to send them our lender package, and you'll have already filled out a package with the escrow company earlier in the escrow process. And what the escrow company does is they marry up the two packages, they assign a notary, and then they give you a shout to come in and either sign in person or with a mobile notary. And we'll talk about that on our next video here, signing the closing docs and making sure it's a smooth closing at the end of the day.